Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, as you can tell by the title and everything around me, is TCU really a contender for the national championship? I mean, as you know, they've been fourth. They've been in the top four for a couple weeks now. They've been looking good. And this is a team that plays some pretty good teams. I mean, the Big 12 is not an easy division necessarily to win. You have a lot of talent in there like Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, who's been rising up, Kansas State, who's been really good this year. They have Baylor in there as well. Baylor's not a bad team. And looking over all those games, they won all those games pretty steadily. Beat Oklahoma by 31. I mean, they beat Kansas by 7. Beat Oklahoma State as well by 3, who Oklahoma State is a good program too. Beat West Virginia by 10. West Virginia is not really performing where anyone thought they would this year. Kansas State beat them by 10, which is a pretty good margin over that team. Texas by 7, which was a very defensive game, good defensive battle between those two programs. Texas Tech by 10. You know, Texas Tech's not really crazy known for football. Beat Baylor by 1 yesterday. A great game. I mean, that field goal at the end, just what they needed to stay in contention. When they went for that 2-point conversion and didn't get it, I think a lot of people started to count them out. But it's a team that always plays tough. They're a good team. TCU's been a team that's really been known for years. I mean, everyone knows the program. They have one of the coolest brandings in college football, with purple, red, gray being the Horned Frogs. As you can tell, that logo right there is really sick. I really love that logo. And let's just take a look at their stats. Max Duggan, the quarterback for most of the year, throwing for 2,858 yards, 22nd in the nation, nothing crazy. 26 touchdowns to a 3 interception ratio is very exceptional. That's almost 9-1. His 13 throwing touchdowns, 9th with the interceptions, really good. QBR 76, which is 13th in the nation again. That's pretty good stats. He has good targets to throw to. Quentin Johnston, who will be declaring for the NFL draft. He's a really good receiver. I don't expect to see him playing on Sundays. I do expect to see him playing on Sundays. And he catches 50 balls this year for 764 yards, 5 touchdowns, averages 15 yards a reception. That's exceptional. Their running back Kendre Miller, 184 attempts, like 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, exceptional. So this is a firing offense that can go on all cylinders. Also that defense, like I mentioned against Texas, very good defensive battle. Just hold them to 10 points very well. And all of their games are mostly high-scoring shootouts, which is very entertaining to watch. That's why everyone kind of fell in love with this program. And I really hope TCU can go far, but in reality, I just don't think there's a way they win the national championship. Michigan, Georgia, Ohio State, they're all very good programs. Even though Michigan plays a lot of close games, and so does TCU. But they won't end up playing themselves. They won't play themselves in the college football playoff. They'll be 3, 4. They'll keep alternating until it's finally selected, if one of them doesn't drop out. So Georgia, I think, will hold that one spot, Ohio State 2, and then they'll alternate to see who plays Georgia. But besides from that, I mean, this is a team, they have the capability to go out and shock Georgia or Ohio State, whoever they play, in the 4-1, 3-2 matchup. I feel like they have the talent to maybe knock one of them off. Ohio State plays a lot of close games too. Kept it close against Northwestern this year for a lot of the game. But who knows? TCU, Ohio State would be a good game. TCU, Georgia, I feel like that would be a bloodbath. Georgia would murder them. And I really don't think there's a way Georgia doesn't repeat this year the way they've been playing. Game yesterday against Kentucky was a little shaky. Still got it done. Georgia, they have a good defense holding Will Levis in that offense to only 6 points the whole game. So great job from that Georgia defense. Especially, Jalen Carter on that defense, 88, big boy. He'll be top 3 pick, maybe contender for the 1 seed. Make another Georgia defensive tackle, linebacker go 1 again, back-to-back. That would be pretty insane. But besides from that, I don't know. This TCU team, it's a good program. We'll see how far they can go. But in reality, I have Ohio State versus Georgia for that national championship. I have Georgia taking it. And I don't see a way that Michigan or TCU gets into that championship game, especially winning that championship game. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Wouldn't be surprised if Quentin Johnston's the top 16 pick this year. He's a great talent, great receiver. Max Duggan really got help from him this year. make this offense look good. TCU, they might shock the world. Who knows? I'll look out for it. There'll definitely be a video if he does. And thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Flip a bag, now I'm serving a Tesla. Going back, shawty with